Hello, this is Video Editing Scotty. Just a little disclaimer, if this video seems a little bit choppy, it's because it is. We had some really big technical difficulties on the night of recording episode 8. We normally use Discord for voice and video, and unfortunately Discord was having issues worldwide that we really couldn't get to fix. People's voices were cutting in and out, and the video feed was sometimes dying or just like freezing. So we decided to swap over to Zoom. Now the only issue with Zoom is you can only be in a video call for 40 minutes max. So I have tried my best to make this video look a bit more seamless, but you'll see some scenes that look a bit like not up to our usual standard. And I can only apologise for that, but we didn't not want to record this because it was a really important episode. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for everyone that's been watching Werewolves. I hope you are really enjoying it. I am really enjoying playing it with the guys. And yeah, enjoy episode 8. Thank you so much. Remember to give the video a like, comment and subscribe. Bye. Hey, I think we're good to go. Now the only problem is there's a 40-minute timer on this, so in 40 minutes time we'll need to hang up and start again. I think what we'll do is this session's probably going to be shorter, because we've had obviously a shit ton of technical difficulties. So we've done the recap. Right guys, yous are standing in the night market. Seraphon, you have just pulled Obadiah away. He hasn't told you yet what's happened apart from saying that's her, Seraphon. And Martin, you've just seen this lady give a really, like, you know, weird smile.
Obadiah, what's happened? What's wrong?
Damn. Obadiah is gonna get on his hands and knees and just start sobbing.
Oh damn.
And crying. Very painful sobs with Soraya and Reginald not recognizing him. It's kind of, he's losing it. So, yeah. Yeah. I'll be like, that's her, that's my granddaughter, but she doesn't recognize me, Seraphon. I came all this way, I don't know what to do.
She what? Where? Can I look around and look for them? Are they still inside?
So yeah, you look round and you see the three of them. So the little girl was hiding behind the women's dress. However, she's kind of like coaxed her round to the front and she's got a hold of her hand. And the man standing behind them kind of like puts his hand round the woman and starts kind of like ushering them away.
Okay. Martin wanna do something. Reginald and this, what was her name?
You don't know the woman's name?
Okay. The woman is standing. Are they still there or are they leaving?
They're leaving currently, so they're
leaving.
actively walking away from you.
But I can still see her.
You can still see her currently, yeah.
Okay. So what I want to do is I have this trait called Hunter's Sense.
Mm-hmm.
As an action, I can choose a creature I can see within 60 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately learn whether the creature has any damage immunities, resistance, or vulnerabilities. That's not important to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I can learn what they are. So if they are not human, so for example, if they are a different creature type.
Okay.
And because she had smiled like so sinisterly, I want to know if she's human or if she's maybe something else now.
So you, how does this look? How would
I focus on her. I just close my eyes a bit, like they're becoming slits, and I focus on her and try to look into her.
Okay, and does that require a roll or is it just an automatic?
It's just an automatic.
Okay, so you close your eyes and you focus on this woman as she's leaving, and you get this awful awful tingling sensation that kind of creeps up your back and spreads down your arms and gives you that kind of like goosebump sensation. And the ping that comes back to you tells you she is undead.
Damn. Okay, I'm trying to get the boys.
Yeah.
Get the boys in a circle, turning away from those two that are leaving. Those lady is undead. She's not a human being.
What?
I can smell it. She's undead.
I can smell you.
She's rotten.
She took my family away from me. I have
Maybe
nothing left.
Maybe that's the reason they can't remember you. Maybe she did something.
Okay. Okay.
They must clearly be under a spell. Obadiah, don't you worry. We are going to get your granddaughter back. I was going to give Obi a big hug. Bring him in. Gonna bring him in.
I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder, like, because I cannot hug him. He's too big for me. Tap him, like, the best I could.
So
Okay.
after you've spent a couple of minutes comforting Obadiah, the woman Reginald and Soraya disappear into the crowd, and you're left in the cold and the cobblestones of the night market. The day wears on, and you go back to the Screaming Mackerel to kind of reflect on what's happened and lick your wounds a little bit. And as you go into the Screaming Mackerel, Zolog is sitting there. And as soon as you come in, he's like, "Ah, friends! I've not seen you in forever. Do you want a drink? And Ambroth, drink, please." And Ambroth is like, "Oh, right, okay," and starts organising some drinks for you.
Oh,
Thank
thanks, all.
you.
What are you? Why are you? What
Oh,
are you
well,
doing here?
I don't know if you remember, it was quite a while ago, but Dennis, he's still missing, and I said to give me a couple of days to come up with plan. I was in woods. I'd been in the woods, and you see him. He's got like twigs sticking out of his hair and all that kind of things. And
Trying to pull the twigs out.
so yeah, it like pulls them all out and stuff. He's like, "Oh, thank you." He's like, but yes, I've been scouting woods for a couple of days now, and I think I found the hideout. I think I found where the spooky witches are.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
I think they maybe have done it there. I don't know. I didn't want to go in by myself because I don't want to mess with them. But I think I know where they are. I can lead you there.
What do you think, Obadiah? It would be a nice distraction for now.
You said there were witches plural?
I mean,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know. I'm just guessing, I suppose.
How do you know? How did you find them? How do you know that's what you're looking for?
Oh, well, I went back to house, when you give me key back, and I look for the stuff that you say, bare footprints, but not like bear, like, bear as in naked. And I've been looking through woods for a long time, couple of days, and I see these like pitter-patter fitties everywhere, and I see this, I don't know, it's building, it's in the woods, it's all hidden, and there were naked footprints everywhere. I just look at them and I think, oh, maybe same, and then I thought, I'd better go get guys because I don't want to be killed by witches.
Obadiah will sniffle and say, "Okay,
Okay.
we can try and rescue Dana."
Oh, good, because I'd like to get him back alive. Yeah. It's been quite a while. I hope he's not dead.
Yeah. Can I look at Daneth? Do I see a similar, I don't know. But I will think back to when Martin got kind of wigged out and ran back in a trance. Obadiah's looking to see if
Oh,
Zolog has a similar kind of
I get you.
demeanor.
Give me perception, and see if.
Okay.
Let's see.
9.
He looks. I mean, he pretty much looks the same that you've had him. You've seen him for the last, couple of times. So it doesn't look as if he's like shaken or under any kind of spell or anything like that. He looks okay.
Okay. Okay. How far out is it?
I mean, it's quite it's quite deep in the woods. I have been in there, like I say, for a couple of days now. So we'd have to trek in, maybe stay camp one night or two, and then I could take you there.
Wow. What do you think?
I mean, I would have to go and get like camping stuff and maybe some supplies. So maybe another couple of days, something like that. But I do not want to take too long,
Okay, so you're not ready right now, but in the future.
Yeah. I just maybe a couple of days, grab some stuff, and I will come find you here again. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we need to get
Good
some
idea.
healing potions as well. It's been on our to-do
Oh
list.
yes.
Oh,
That's
that
a good
would
idea.
good idea. Yes, but let me see. Non-flammable tent for you, Seraphon. I'll see if I can get one of them. Obadiah, maybe one with a little potty in there. I don't know if you're incontinent. And Martin,
I am not incontinent. I don't wear diapers or anything like that. Okay?
Oh, okay. It's because you're old, I did not know. Martin, I find one for you, no problem. So at that, Ambrose comes over, with your drinks, sits them down, gives you your dinner, has a little chat between you and Zolog and everyone, and the night just kind of like wears on. And this is where we have our week's break. So I was explaining to the guys the other day that today's session is going to be a little bit different because we'll do the wrap-up stuff, which we've just done. Then they have like a week's downtime in order to plan the assault, if they want to go after, the carriage, or if they want to go and do the silver heist, if they want to catch up with NPCs. This is your time to do whatever you want. And then at the end of that, we have our one-to-ones. So you officially have a week. So you go to bed that night, you wake up the next day, Ambrose is down there, he's got your breakfast for you. Seraphon, your sourdough starter is well and truly ready to be used. And what would you like to do with this week off? Well, I say a week off, you'll all be doing stuff, I hope. Or don't, it's up to you.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Well, look, I've really got to get this sourdough starter sorted out and get some bread going.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll pop into the kitchen with
Ambrose?
with Ambroth's permission, and I'll just get some. I do have flour. I bought that from the
You did, yeah.
from the church. So I'm gonna just get some of that going, get that ready, and then I can do some stuff over the day. I would like to find I really need to track down information about this silver dragon I've been dreaming about. If there's any lore masters, libraries.
Best thing for you to do would probably hit up the library. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd say for your sourdough, just give me a performance. Give me performance.
I will perform.
Perform the dough.
Please just. That's the,
Listen, as
for
long
the love
as
of God.
as long as it's not a natural one, you're fine.
Well, I can always try. No.
You can always try.
Oh dear, performance.
16? It's pretty good. So you
Nice.
take your sourdough and you start making a couple of like wee sourdough loaves or some focaccia or whatever it is you want to make, and you pop it in the oven, and when you bring it out, it is heavenly. It's very, very good. Fornax would be proud.
Fornax has blessed me this day. It's very good.
So Ambroth tells you about a library that you can find in Greater London, and it is just called the London Library. So you'd think that if you were going to find out any information on the dragon, perhaps it would be there.
Yep, cool. I want to head over there. But I'll return to. I guess I've already told Abby, Mum. So yeah, I want to head over to the library and just speak to the staff there, see what I can find, see what reference books they have. To see what I can find out.
Yeah. So when you head over to the library, it's a big building, almost a kind of like really old looking concrete / kind of sandstone kind of number, and you go in and there's a stuffy wee man, behind the desk with a big long nose, and he's got his wee round spectacles just sitting on the very end, and you ask him if he's got any books on dragons or anything to do with history of the area, and he kind of points you off in the direction of the kind of the history section, I suppose. And if you want to give me investigation.
Mm-hmm.
7. Okay. So you do find one or two things that talk about the history of the area, but it's more, when you flick through it, it's talking about wars that have happened or changes in politics or maybe trade and stuff like that. There's nothing specific about dragons that comes up in that particular section of the library.
Can I think harder about this? Maybe look more around the library with some guidance.
Guidance? Yes, so you can give me investigation with some guidance.
I guess guidance.
Guidance.
Why is my best?
Oh, 19,
nice.
yeah.
Nice. Thank you, guidance. That's without guidance.
That's without.
That's
So
without, yeah.
Oh!
Let's put some D4 on that.
D4.
Nice, man.
Yeah, so 21. So you're browsing through this library and you're looking through the usual sections. So you're looking through the animal section, the history section, kind of sections of bits that you would think this book would be in here somewhere, and you're having no luck. However, you just, for the sake of it, are just I'll look through every section just to see if I can see anything. And you actually stumble into the children's book section. And you're flicking through, and there's things like, Rumpelstiltskin or Humpty Dumpty, stuff like that. And you come across a book that is called The Story of Seluna, the Great Silver Dragon.
So I'm walking down the aisles. I feel kind of a bit out of place in the children's section.
Yeah.
Running my finger, just looking at that catches my eye. So it's grab it down. It's dust, and so it's okay. So I crack it open. I'm just gonna. Could this possibly help me? So I'm just gonna start reading. Start reading through the book.
So as you open it up, it's actually a pop-up book. So this little folded village pops out, and you're like, oh god, and the wee man behind the desk kind of looks at you and goes, shh, gives you a shush.
So it's one of those children's pop-up books that's got the little cardboard tabs
Yeah, you can move it. Yeah, exactly. So it's you've got the village, and then you move it, and it's the sun and the moon kind of go round and stuff like that. But give me another investigation, and you can do this with guidance as well if you want.
Yeah, let's. Oh man,
Nice.
6.
6. So it's very similar to what Martin told you about. It tells you about how there was a king and a queen, and it's got the wee kind of figurines of the king and the queen, and how it was a big happy family that lived in this, before London was a city, it was a small borough, and then how the dragon, Seluna, was there, and she looked after, the woods, and looked after the people, looked after the city. But then, as things grew and technology started to come in, the dragon became wary and kind of weary of humans and kind of took a step back. Then the war happened, which was the jealous eyes from across the sea, seeing how well London was growing and thriving, and they kind of ultimately drove, the king, the queen, the children off, but also drew the dragon away as well. And at the very, very, very end of the book, there's just a small chapter about a cave somewhere.
So on the last page, there's in the pop-up book.
Mm-hmm.
Does that depict like a familiar mountain range or hills or landmarks?
You
maybe?
Can give me a history, maybe? History, yeah. History or insight, I'd probably say.
Insight.
Yeah, insight.
Please.
Go for it. 18. The mountain range and the forest depicted surrounding this cave look very, very similar in a kind of more childish, drawn, kind of cartoony way to the one that you've seen in your dream when you dreamt of yourself as the silver dragon. So it seems as if wherever this is an actual location.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I think. So I'm feeling that. Okay, so that's I'm thinking to myself, that's not a coincidence. There's no such thing as two coincidences. This matches my dreams. Is that dragon still there? I gotta get out there. I need to. That's what I'm thinking. I need to try and get some things together, find a direction, find out what these mountains are called, actually. While I'm in the library, is there any is there a map section? Actually,
there probably would be, yeah, kind of maps of kind of historical record of how London used to look to how it looks now, and maybe the surrounding areas. I'd say though you would have to spend the entire day here. You'd have to spend the rest of your day looking through everything.
can I ask at the? I don't mind doing that. Can I ask the person at the librarian at the counter? So it's gonna walk up to him and just sheepishly he's like, "Good afternoon."
And he's like, he's got a wee book and it's like he's holding it that close to his face because he can't read it. And he's like, yes, can I help you?
I know this might sound childish or silly, but this book in the
and he's like, oh, he's
in this children's book, it's like holding it up to his face. this children's book. See, there's this pop-up picture. Is that a real mountain range that's close by?
Oh god, I've put my dice away. Hold on, I need to grab a dice. I just need a d20 probably for this. See if he knows anything about the spooky cave you're showing him. D20. Fucking rolled on that one. And he's like no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, well, let me think. I've
That
got.
dice is in dice jail for the rest of the night.
When was Zolog back? Well, we had a few days, didn't we?
Yeah, he was come back in a couple of
week.
days, he says, yeah.
All right. Can Can I spend the day scouring the library? Then?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah, you can spend the rest of the day here, and you basically ask him if you can see the old maps, and he kind of like and grabs this ladder and kind of like steps up and pulls out this massive box, and when he puts it down the table, all this dust goes like out of it, and he's just like, put them back once you're done, and walks away. And it's just scrolls and scrolls and scrolls and scrolls of maps, and varying in states of repair, disrepair, and age.
Alright, I'm just going to pull Gandalf and Minas Tirith.
Yeah.
Researching
Absolutely.
like the history of the ring and the Numenorians and Isildur and
Wait, what? It's a different campaign.
it's dreams from another time.
Perfect. So we'll leave you there. Obadiah, Martin, what are you two doing?
I give Obadiah
The reins.
the reins, yeah.
Okay. Obadiah will go and inform Van Helsing about the upcoming silver heist. And I think I don't know if he's been filled in that the children are also on the ship.
Probably not. I don't think I would
yeah.
know that yet, because he's
So
doesn't know the sisters.
Yeah, so I would tell him that we got verification that the missing children are on the ship. That's going to be our final point of attack, and that we're thinking about maybe taking a carriage to kind of sneak on the ship after we get the silver. And then I will also tell that same information to the head dragon lady at the Red Dragon.
So you're gonna spend your days kind of like going round everyone, yeah?
Yeah. And then the last bit that I would do is just after informing Van Helsing and Dragon Lady is following the silver and kind of just scoping out how the silver is transported, where it's being held. Try to learn maybe a little bit more about the building that it's held, just to try and get some ideas of how we can do this thing.
Okay, so the first thing, when you go to speak to Van Helsing, so you go into the Black Raven pub, and the androgynous looking tieflings there, and they kind of just like, as if say, are you here to speak to Van Helsing? Yes. They let you down the stairs, no problem. And Van Helsing's sitting at his big desk, and he's got like a couple of things out, but he's kind of sat in his chair, rubbing his temple, and he's got like a letter in his hand as you walk in, and he hears you come down the stairs, and he quickly like puts the letter away, and he's like, "Oh, Obadiah, I never seen you come in there. You doing all right, son?"
I'm good. Yeah. What you got there?
Just a letter from a couple of associates of mine's across sea. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Okay. Well, and then I'll proceed to tell him all the stuff I said.
So he agrees with you that definitely a heist needs to be done, and he tells you about, like, you know, vampires and werewolves being particularly susceptible to silver, and thanks you for the information, but also says to you, unfortunately, I can't help with this one. But maybe for the final attack, I can come along and lend you my sword.
We'd love to have you, brother. No, give him a bro shake.
He's like, "Arr!" And he's like, "Oh, I see you're still wearing the badge. Very nice. Good to get some representation around here." So you've still got the Van Helsing badge on.
Oh shoot, we have the map too of.
Oh, so do you show him the
ship.
map? Yeah. So yeah, he's basically like, "Can I keep this just now and make a copy, and you can come back in like a day or two, and I'll give you it back?" Oh, much obliged. Oh, right, hold on. This says running out of time. How much time do we have left? I think we've still got like 10 minutes left, right?
10 minutes, yes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll just keep an eye on it. So yeah, he takes the map off you, and, you know, thanks you for your time. And then you go to the Red Dragon. I take it you change into your nicer attire before you, or are you going round the back?
I want to be let in this time. Yeah.
Okay. So you go to the front desk, and Yuna is there, the girl that took you down last time. And she essentially escorts you downstairs. And you go through the back door and down through the opium den. No sign of Reginald this time. He is not there. There's only maybe like a couple of patrons that are there, and they're enjoying themselves. They're chasing the dragon, you know.
Yeah.
And you get you get taken into the wee private room, and the dragon herself, the red dragon's sitting there, and she's like, Obadiah, good to see you again.
Howdy. Got a lead on those missing children. And I'll proceed to fill her in everything.
Yeah, so she actually has Mr. Pindick, his name is, the goblin.
The pinstripe goblin?
Yeah. So his name's Pindick. So Pindick's there, and she essentially tells him to kind of like take a note of what you're saying. And she's like, so you are going to assault this ship then, I believe.
Oh, that's one way of putting it. We're going to absolutely obliterate this piece of shit and put an end to this reign of terror.
I appreciate that greatly. And if you need any help with the distraction perhaps being caused, if you're going to rob a bank, I could maybe provide some help with that.
Much obliged.
Cool.
I hold out my hand for a bro shake.
Oh, and she's got a very light touch, and when you touch her skin, it's so soft, and she's just like,
Wow.
I haven't touched this soft of skin in my whole entire life.
yeah, your wife was also a working, working person, so it's like her hands were a bit rough as well. And she's like, oh, right, okay. But yes, perhaps my girls could cause a little bit of a ruckus on the streets, and maybe that would help you.
That would. Okay, I'll let you know when we're ready to go.
You let me know then, Obadiah.
Absolutely, miss.
Perfect.
Okay.
Martin?
So Martin would like to visit the blacksmith and just asks him if he can just cover his arrowheads in silver. I would give him the 6 silver I have. If it's possible, like just to cover them. Maybe it doesn't need to be a big just cover up, so that they at least has some silver on the arrowhead.
So yeah, the blacksmith Hugh takes the silver off you that you have, and is kind of like, I could probably do maybe about 3 with this.
That would be cool.
There's actually an auction coming up soon, and I was gonna make my way over there at some point, and I'll keep my eye out for some stuff that might be of interest in you. Your arrows, they'll take a couple of days for me to dip them and stuff like that. And
That's no problem.
within that time, I'll be into the auction as well. So, aye, come back in a couple of days' time, and I'll have this all ready for you.
Yeah. Oh, should I give you some money for the auction? Maybe you find something interesting.
Ugh, no point in giving me the money now. It might be all pish.
Okay. Oh, do you have any tips how I can increase the drag force of my bow? Maybe some kind of... And I just ask him, like, because he's... Yeah, just some tips, like a new kind of... What do you call that? Span thing or stuff. It's simply role-playing because I took the piercing talent. And just, like, make it a bit more...
Nice.
Aye, I'll tell you what. How about you leave your bow with me as well, and I'll have a play about with it and see if I can do anything for you.
Yeah, thanks. That would be nice. Yeah.
No bother. Right, I'll see you in a couple of days' time then.
Yeah. Bye.
Right, see you.
And the rest of the time, Martin would try to talk with the miners. That has to go through the woods to go to the mine. and ask them about if they have some tips regarding areas in the woods. So where it's dangerous, where it's not dangerous, what should we avoid, if they have maybe some kind of sneaky way, a safe way where they go through the woods.
Okay, so yeah, for that, I'd say you'd have to maybe like scout out where the miners kind of either stay or where they drink. The mine itself is through the woods, so you wouldn't be able to get through there yourself.
No.
Obadiah, you'd have to spend a couple of days scouting out the bank.
Yeah.
And seeing if there's anything kind of coming and going there as well. So I'd say if you're spending a good number of days doing that, both of you give me investigation rolls at advantage then.
Nice.
Thank you.
No worries.
Arigato.
13, Muka.
kawaii.
13 for Obadiah. And, 20 for Martin. Okay, so Obadiah, you basically like find yourself a corner, like kind of opposite the bank, and you keep watch for a couple of hours during the day, for the next couple of days. And what you do know is that this place is heavily guarded. There's at least maybe like 6 to 8 guards on duty at all times. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. And there is a kind of like really sturdy, heavily plated on the outside carriage that comes and goes. Like, this thing is solid. It almost looks like a vault on wheels.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's like the armored car, but carriage
Yep.
version.
And because of the weight of it, there's about 6 horses that have to drag this thing as well. What you do know is that it only comes very, very, very late at night, and it's stationed there for a couple of days before it leaves again. So it looks as if it's not a daily thing. It looks as if it's a every couple of days kind of thing. And another thing that you do know is, as it leaves, it has an entourage with it. It is accompanied by probably around 2 or 3 policemen on horse. Or guards on horse, I should say, rather than police.
Does the carriage, do I see them like unload it into the bank or load it from the
It goes kind of like round the back, and then it's all sectioned off, so you can't see kind of comings and goings. You just note and take note of when it comes and leaves.
Okay, so I don't know if they're unloading it from the carriage or loading it up.
Yeah. Okay, so Martin, you can give me a roll at advantage to see if you can see any of the miners and kind of like... Oh, no, wait, you did. 20.
You got
Sorry.
20. Mhm.
Sorry, we had to hang up.
No problem. No problem.
So yeah, you basically speak to Zolog and say, you know, oh, if I was, you know, some mining people, like, where would I hang out? Where would I, you know, like, go for drinks and stuff like that? And I don't know if you remember a absolutely miserable little pub that you guys went to that one time called the Boar's.
The worst one, yeah.
The Boar's
yes.
Head. That seems to be, for some reason, a couple of the miners' absolute favourite. Probably because it's cheap. And because they don't really need to talk to anyone, they just go in, grab a beer, and then sit and, you know, get drunk, I suppose. So yeah, you make your way over there, and now that you've been in there, you know the kind of nature of this pub, so you're able to kind of fit in a bit better. And every time you go, there are a couple of people working, drinking there from the mine. Mostly kind of like orcs, half orcs, kind of like strong types. And yeah, would you like to talk to them, or what do you want to do?
I'm looking for Zolok. Maybe he's here, but if he's not,
yeah, Zolog doesn't drink here.
okay, so I'm looking for someone, or maybe a small group, not a big one. So maybe two guys or something.
Yeah, I'd
And
say
then
there's
I'm-
maybe like 1 or 2 people even drinking by themselves.
And I'm ordering 3 pints, 3 pints of beer, and I'm bringing them over to the guys.
Yep, yep.
And say, hi. Would you mind if I accompany you guys? I would also treat you to drink.
Oh, that's awful nice of you, lad. Aye, sit up here. And he pulls over a chair and he's like, there you go. What's your name, laddie?
Oh, I'm Martin.
Martin.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Gregor.
Oh, hi, Gregor. I was just wondering, you all are miners, aren't you?
Aye, we all work in the mine. I mean, look at the state of us, and are covered in dust and mud and all sorts.
I'm just wondering because the wood's becoming dangerous more and more. Are you guys reaching the mine? Isn't it danger for you? Or?
I mean, aye, and it's been really rough the last, week and two. Zolog's disappeared. Says he's off to find Daneth or something. But aye, the mines... I mean, we get attacked daily going to the mines with, bears and wolves and, bloody werewolves now. But,
What?
aye, werewolves, have you not seen them?
Yes, I did.
Aye.
But I didn't know that you have to deal with those suckers too.
Aye. I don't know what's happening, but it's all the beasties in the woods have turned funny and start attacking us. We've not lost anyone. There's been a couple of people who have been pretty seriously injured, but it's not pleasant. No.
So did the I don't know, company or the guy who runs the mine, did they do anything to protect you?
Ah, are you kidding? He don't give a toss about us. As long as he's making money and we're digging up money, I suppose. He doesn't give a shit about us.
Shit, guys, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's grim, so it is. It used to be all right as well, you know. He was a nice enough man, looked after us, you know, gave us a decent wage, but he's been acting right funny, so he has that Reginald.
Wait a second. Reginald is the guy who runs the mine?
Aye! He's been running it for maybe a year or 2 now. Had us digging up stones and stuff like that, but he's turned into a right arsehole over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Wait a second. Can I get you another? Can I get you another beer?
Oh, of course you can. And at that, another couple of people come over to and are like, "Oh, free beer!"
Okay, wow, this is going to be expensive.
I mean, you're in a bar, you're free beer.
So, guys, I'm just wondering, you're going through the woods a lot. Did you find maybe a safe route or something?
Let's have a roll for them.
Maybe something where you not get attacked very often.
No. I mean, there's the dirt path that we take, and Zolog had that horse and cart, but like I say, he's disappeared. So we have to just walk it. It's the quickest way, and it's just been. We normally try and keep an eye out, you know, a couple of people at the front, a couple of people at the back, but just beasts all over the shop.
Oh wow. I'm so sorry.
I understood that reference.
Okay, I will treat the guys. To another round.
Nice.
Maybe
And
the
they
last
are
one.
they're like us. You're a bloody wonderful little man. You can come and drink with us anytime.
But I will say also goodbye then to them because they can't give me what I'm looking for, so that's okay.
Yeah, fair dues. So yeah. I'd say that would probably take you the majority of one of your days as well. Cool. So, Seraphon, I'd say after you'd probably go back and forth to the library a couple of times and just keep on getting in and be like that, me again, hi. And the guy's just left the maps out for you. Give me investigation at advantage.
Okay.
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 Mm-hmm.
Why has my right at advantage?
Yes,
I'll
please.
click that. Click the event. What was it? Sorry, what was it again?
Investigation.
Okay,
You're
jeez.
looking for info. Information. 15? Okay, so it's not bad. So yeah, you find quite an old map. It looks as if it's maybe like at least 100 years old by the looks of it, by the date that's kind of noted down the bottom. And as you're kind of like scouring over this thing, you're not like, versed in kind of like geography or anything like that, but having spent a little bit of time looking through these maps and remembering the kind of like the layout and everything, the way everything looked in your dream, you do manage to find a map of what you believe is the rough area where this cave may be.
Cool. That's fantastic. Can I? We do have pen and paper, or pencil and
Quill.
paper. A quill. So let's say I've got a stick of charcoal
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
notebook. I was gonna like sketch it out. So make a copy. So yeah, I'm not gonna try and steal it. I'm a
No,
good
it's
boy.
fine.
So I'll do that. Are there any? So I'll do that. I'll spend some time doing that. On the map, are there any, I don't know, like maker's marks or distinguishing features of
The majority of the maps seem to be kind of like made either by the Library of London themselves, so maybe they have people that work or worked there that would like take care of the maps, or they're kind of like random ones that have maybe been like made by past adventurers that have handed them in because they don't need them anymore,
Okay, that's fine. So there's no like ordnance survey.
Nah. No, unfortunately not.
That's fine. So I've taken it right. So I've sketched the map. Well, at least I don't know. Just for reference, what's the direction from London? Like,
So
supposed to be
London in this,
northeast, west?
so London in this looks nothing like London that you know. It is a small borough by the looks of it, so it almost looks like a village. But it looks as if this cave or whatever it is, the mountain range, is in a never eat shredded werewolf, northwest direction out of London.
Can I determine scale, like distance from London?
It would probably take you a couple of days to travel.
Okay, it's convenient. So it's 4 days turnaround. Okay.
There and back again. Adventure by Seraphon.
Well, that's fine. Good. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna tidy everything up, pack the maps away, leave everything how I left it. And I'll make a gold coin donation to the library on my way out. And just be like, thank you very much, sir, on the way out. And what time is it late now in the day?
Oh yeah, you've had to spend all day trying to find these maps and like kind of recreate them and stuff like that. So whatever you guys have been doing has taken you collectively a good number of days. Is there anything yous are wanting to do together as a group before we move on to the individual stuff?
I would let you all know everything I did.
That's a good start.
Yeah, and I would say, so for the ship fight, we got Van Helsing will lend us a sword in person. The heist, the lady will help us out as well. And after thinking about it for the last few days, while you guys are doing your thing, I think because there's more of a guard and there's an entourage when they leave said bank, I think they load up the carriage and then they take it somewhere else. So our best bet would probably be to take on that armored carriage in transit after it leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Good
I
idea.
see.
Good idea. Oh, I also found out that Reginald is running the mine.
What?
Yes.
Wait, my son-in-law Reginald, or maybe
Yeah.
there's a different Reginald.
I don't know, but I just know this one Reginald. And the miners complains that he's treating them like shit. He doesn't care if they are endangered in the woods. So
That
He
sounds
did-
like
he
the
really-
Reginald I know. Yeah.
yeah, I think so too.
I wonder if that evil lady, I don't know, it has made him a little bit more insufferable.
Well, if she is really a vampire, maybe she can do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. That sounds like something. She's under her spell.
How'd you get along, Seraphon?
Well, exciting news. I spent all day in the museum, in the library, looking at maps. I read, you might know this, Martin. I found the nursery rhyme, the storybook, the story of Seluna, the dragon.
Ah, okay. It's a
and-
nice pop-up book, I heard.
It's it's really good. It was really good. And then I spent more time going through maps, and I was able to find a mountain ranging cave system that matched a mountain that was depicted in the storybooks, which is it's about looks to be about 2 days travel to the north.
You think
Yeah.
you think there might be something there?
I think it must be. I've dreamt of these mountains and cave, and that matches what's in the book exactly. I think there's a link there. I want to try and get out there.
Should
think-
we go? Yeah, sure.
I think Seluna is there. In some way, there. I'm
Do
being
you think
drawn
you're maybe
there.
being summoned by it if you're getting these visions at night, huh? You're connected
I think so.
somehow.
I think there's some kind of connection between me and the dragon.
And then let's go.
I think we should try and get out there. Yes. Again, there's so many different directions we're being pulled. Like, we should definitely try to take Zolog take us into the woods first. But I want to get out to that cave. It's going to be 4 days there and back.
Well, how many days do we have left now? It's just
So, let me think. So you all day in the library, and then so you would have been pub and stuff like that the same day. Obadiah could probably done his visits in the same day. And then you would have had another day kind of like looking through the actual maps, and then a day to kind of like translate them, I suppose, or write them down. So yeah, we're probably about 3 days in at this point ish.
Jesus.
Should we
I mean,
give it a try? I mean, if it's just 4 days, like hit back and forth, we could make it at the end of the week.
Yeah, we definitely could. I think it's important. There's either something there or something we could use
You're right.
from Seluna.
We'll
If
do
it's
this for you, Seraphon. Absolutely.
Thank you. If my dreams are to be believed, there's something in that cave that might be able to help us.
Yeah, let's go.
And if not, That's still okay. I just hope we make it back safely.
If we didn't find anything, we are still famous. Guys, we found the cave from the story. That's something we can be proud of.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a good point, Martin. I appreciate you both. Thank you. So if we can get out there at some point soon, that would be good.
We should definitely first buy something to eat. I mean, I think the travel would be a long time. I mean,
I think so. Or
4 days without eating. I don't know, guys.
So,
what time? It's late now, isn't it?
so after you've kind of done, well, no, because you're translating the maps, wouldn't have taken you too long. So I'd say you're probably like halfway through the 3rd day at this point. So you're probably talking maybe about like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. You've all met back up in the mackerel. You're having like your lunch, I suppose. But what's his face? Ambrose gave up on the 6 and 12 for you three. It's just like they just come in whenever they want and they get it, you know. He always keeps stuff by for you. And Ambrose is bringing your stuff out. And he's like, "Oh, Seraphon, glad you're here, lad. There's something up in your room for you. A big half-orc lad came in and said this was for you, but you weren't here, so I've just put it under your door. It's just as a letter, I think."
Okay, thank you. Just gonna head up to my room, find this letter here, and sit down on my bed and open her up, crack the seal.
So it is the seal of the snake encompassing itself. So you know it's from Grimlord. Yeah. And he basically informs you that he is planning on sending people out to burn the Black Knife Brotherhood's hideout, maybe within the next couple of hours kind of thing. But he also asks if you would come and meet him or meet at the snake pit later on this evening.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it does specifically say down the bottom, "Come alone and remember the rules."
Okay, I will remember the rules. I remember them all, absolutely. No, it's fine. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna head back down, and I'll tell Martin and Obadiah what's in my letter. I'll pass it to them to read. I wonder what this is about. Maybe my book, but he's heading out there. I understand that you probably want to help me, but I must do this alone. I really don't want to get on the wrong side of Mr. Grimlord. And along the way, there's only so much I can do and so much I can concentrate on if things go south. So make sure we buy some, healing and health potions and revitalization.
Yeah, Martin and Obadiah could go and... Martin, you're due to pick up your bow and whatever else at this time, so...
Yeah.
But what was about to say 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, probably about 3.
Okay. So the letter said later on, didn't it?
Later on this evening, because Seraph doesn't get out his bed to maybe about 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah, true.
He's a nighttime snake.
While we're together, I do want to go and buy a few health potions. Just while we're there, if I can find the store.
Probably by the Solana sisters you'd go to.
Oh, the sisters. Very good.
Yeah.
Because it's been, I guess, a couple of days since I've seen them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you all going together, or?
Yeah, I would tag along with for purchasing.
Yeah.
I have some gold that I can help donate to the cause.
So absolutely, you finish up your meals and you head out and head over to the night market, and you get there probably around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the Soluna Sisters' tent's all set up, and you note that when you approach it, the candles are floating again.
That's a good sign.
Ah, they're back in operation.
It's a good sign. And the doors line open, so you head on in, and Orla and Ophelia are kind of like just milling about, kind of like tidying up a little bit, and they see you three, and they're like, "Ah, good to see you, welcome back. Oh, I did say I'd have some goodies for you, didn't I?"
I think you did, yes. I'm glad you're well.
Oh, it's nice to see you, Martin. Thank you again. You're my hero.
It's just a lucky guess.
Right, so I've got a couple of things for you then. I'm really excited to show you one of these, actually. So remember, you had went and got me a couple of weeds in the woods.
Yes.
With the silver tongue and the moonweed and the dark spores. Well, I've been playing about with them, and I've came up with this. Now, stand back, okay? Because this might make a little bit of a mess.
Oh, okay.
So you stand back, and she's got this kind of like really small, compact cloth that's been kind of like tightly bound, and she's like, right, okay, maybe duck out the way as well. I don't know what's gonna happen. And she throws it down, and as it impacts with the floor, it goes poof, and this kind of like big puff and cloud of smoke like comes off it, and she's like, oh baby, I put too much in. I'll make it smaller next time. And as you look, this cloud of dust has very, very fine flecks in it that glint in the light of the candle, and it's got an almost silver colour coming off of it. She's like, oh, I think that'll work.
Oh, is this some kind of silvery powder?
Aye. So, if you throw
Nice.
that at the beasts and they inhale it, they'll be fucked.
Oh, it's like a throwable weapon.
Aye, it's like a smoke bomb, but that'll inhale it and it'll make them cough and woof. God, that's nasty. We'll be alright, you know. If any of you were werewolves, you'd start, you know, hacking up along. But I managed to combine the dark spores with a little bit of silver tongue in there and a little bit of moonweed, and this is what I came up with.
That's cool. Thanks very much.
Oh, you're
You
welcome.
really are. You really are geniuses.
I know.
You two.
Ophelia's like, you've got such a big head.
Okay. Do we have one of these then, or
Oh, well, I could maybe make his one each, I think, if I maybe made the doses a little bit smaller. How does that sound?
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
that.
that's nice.
All right, then. Let me get to work.
Particular, yes.
So she just brings out like pestle and mortar, and everything's been kind of dried out by this time. So she kind of grinds them all up, adds in a couple of bits and bobs here, just to kind of like combine it together, and then very, very carefully doses it out into 3 of the little cloths and wraps them up tight. And she's like, right, okay. She's like, one each. And I did say I'd give you something a little bit extra for bringing my sister back. So I've got a little something here for you. And she pops down this kind of like just red liquid in a wax sealed container. She's like, it's just a simple health drink. It should help you kind of like stay up on your feet a little bit longer.
Thank you.
Oh, we
Oh,
haven't
that's
seen
nice.
one of these yet.
Least I could do. So this is a regular health potion.
Nice.
So I think it's 2d4 plus your constitution, 2d3 plus your constitution or something like that?
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yep.
And actually, give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be really low, but you can.
8.
8, okay.
Natural 20.
Oh, natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, so Obadiah and Seraphon. So Obadiah, you're not very well. Actually, you are, but you've never seen this before. you spot some black flowers in a vase. Seraphon, you note that they are black roses with a kind of like really nice ribbon tied around them. Martin, you spot the card that is attached to them, and it says, to my darling, SG.
Oh, he's back in it.
He's such a gentleman.
If Lord wants her back.
Sounds as if he's maybe taking your advice, Martin.
Oh,
No, nice.
those are some nice flowers over there.
And Ophelia like goes really bright red, and she's like, oh, I mean, I must have a secret admirer.
Yes, secret.
I blush.
I wonder. Well, I'm glad you're back, Ophelia, and feeling better. Is there between Orla? Do they have any more? Just inquiring. Any more health potions I can buy?
So not health potions. However, you guys did buy a couple, but there are still some available.
Yeah, I still have spider's legs.
So there was spider's legs, snake spit, dragon breath, mermaid lung, speak with beastie, bat ears, and then one drop drunk. So you've actually got like a couple of them, but there's still some that you haven't got yet.
So what's left on the shelves there that we might be able to?
So
purchase from you,
there is snake spit. There is dragon breath, mermaid lung. She's got bat ears as well. So there's 4 left.
Man, all of those are useful.
How do you know? You don't know what they do.
Well, I'm just.
Well.
I honestly don't know what to do, but they sound useful. I don't know what bat ears would do, but mermaid lung might be breathe underwater. That could be good.
Ooh.
Yeah. Snake spit and dragon breath. Those sound very attacky as well. Which could be good.
I can't really go past something called dragon breath. It's like it's made right for me. Can I buy one of those?
Yeah.
Please?
So dragon's breath will be 5 gold.
Okay. It's a deal.
Tino, forget
And
Matty.
So called dragon's breath, was it?
So, Ophelia kind of like gives you a brief description of what she thinks this potion might do, because with Ophelia, she just kind of goes, higidus, figurus, figurus, fum, and throws everything in one pot and sees what happens. So she's like, so I got some of this like dry ice stuff, and then I got some da-da-da and all this kind of stuff. She's just like talking absolute mince to you. But she says she thinks if you drink this, it will change the effect of your dragon's breath.
I don't know. Think about it. Is there anything I can divine from what the ingredients and?
Nope. So
That's
as you shake it, this formula changes color. So it goes from red to blue to kind of like clear to kind of like a black to like a green. So it constantly changes color every time you shake it. And she's like, I don't know, like maybe if you drink it when it's one color, you might get one kind of thing. And then if you drink it when it's another color, you might get, I don't know. I just kind of played about with a couple of things.
Well, I'll just have to suck it and see.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
You know what? I'll take the mermaid lung.
Oh, right. That'll be 5 gold as well.
Okay.
All
right.
I think I'll take the other 2.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, might as well take them all. Truly.
Take them all. So the other 2 hold on, we had bat ears and it's another one of speak with beasties.
Oh.
Yeah.
that'll be helpful.
Yeah, because you bought that weeks and weeks ago, so she's kind of refreshed a couple of our things. So bat ears and speak with beasties you have.
Okay.
And that's it, you bought everything.
Nice.
You have one of everything.
Yay.
So it's 10 gold for
10
both?
gold, yeah.
Okay. So we got now Speak with Beasties, we got the Mermaid Lung, we got the Bat's Ear, and we got the Dragon's Breath.
And Obadiah still has spider legs.
I do.
Yeah, and Spider.
Yeah. Still
And
not-
have we even used one drop drunk yet? I
Nope,
don't
you've
know
still
if
got
we-
No,
you've actually
no.
still got one drop jump as well.
But I got an idea how we can use it. Maybe we can knock out those guys that are Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, we should talk about somewhere else. I got
The
dragged
sisters
away, I'm
are the
sorry.
sisters are well aware of what you are wanting to do, because if
They
you
know we're up
remember,
to stuff. Yeah.
if you remembered, they were actually in the room when you were discussing the heist the last time.
Yeah.
Maybe we can use it to knock out those 4 guards.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Yeehaw.
Well, thank you, Orla and Ophelia, and I still have the effigy from Orla.
Oh, good.
kinda
I'm glad that helped. Hopefully it'll help, protect you a little bit.
Yeah, I think it has. So thank you very much, and hope to see you in another few days. We still got some work to do, and thank you for everything you've done. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, really.
Yeah. Good luck on the romance.
What romance? she quietly takes the card and like stuffs it in her dress.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Young love. I remember when I was. Those days. Yeah.
Okay, so Martine, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
So, you guys come out the Saluna Sisters establishment, and yous are walking back towards the mackerel, or walking to wherever yous are going to go next. And Hugh, the blacksmith, actually kind of like flags you down. Is like, Martin, oh, there you are. Come here. I've got
yes.
stuff for you, son.
I will be. I just wave to the others. We meet up in the macro. See you later, guys.
So he pulls you in and he closes the door, and he's like, right, okay, just let me look this a second. Hold on. And he locks the door over because he's are dealing with silver, and he's like, right, okay, I managed to do that thing that you asked me to do. That's definitely no against the law just now. if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I don't know, but it's okay.
Oh, right, okay, we are told silver. But I've got this for you. So he takes out your arrows, and they have been dipped in silver, and there are, oh, look at Guinness, there's 3 of them that have like a silver tip to them now.
Oh, nice.
He's-
Thank you. That's very much.
Oh no, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I also went to that auction that I was telling you about, and I think I might have found something for you.
Oh! What did you find?
Well, I know you were talking about your bow and stuff like that, and I've got a wee bit of a confession to make, Martin. I'm a little bit heavy-handed sometimes, and with the size of your bow and what you're wanting me to, I broke the damn thing. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was trying my best to put on a stronger bit of string, and I was pushing the thing down, trying to attach it, and the strength of me and the size of that, I snapped the bloody thing in two, and he brings over the 2 pieces. He's like, I'm awfully sorry.
Oh, okay.
But I did manage to find you a replacement at the
okay.
auction. So
Yeah.
let me just go and get that. So
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm curious. Now Martin is really curious.
so he disappears into the back, and he's rummaging about, and then he brings out.
I'm trying to look in at him on tippy toes. Like,
And he's like, oh, where did I put it? So it's put it over here somewhere. And eventually comes out and he's like, oh, here it is. Right, okay. Now, this, I don't know whether it's just like a fancy looking bow or like an ornament or whether it's going to be any good or no, but I decided to get it for you anyway. And you can have a little, like, I don't know, what do you do? Like, a tune to it or something? Anyway. So, have a look at this. So he puts down this big long cloth on the table and unfolds it, and underneath it is a very long, so it's a long bow, so it's about maybe like, yeah, probably just about shorter than you. However, when you lift it up, it is as light as a feather. So looking at this thing, you think you'd maybe have difficulty wielding it. However, when you pick it up, it feels just about the right weight for you. And when you look at the carvings on it, there are kind of like a constellation carved into this thing. And it's painted a really kind of like light, creamy, kind of like almost metallic kind of colour. And as you give the string a good pull, the string itself makes a noise. So you pull it back and you hear this almost like ethereal sound coming off of it. And when you let it go, it stops and you pull it, and you kind of do it a couple of times and the noise comes and goes every time. And Hugh's like, aye, it was a bit weird when it done that. I don't know what it means, but the guy at the auction says it's magic. I mean, it's singing bow, it must be.
do you have a target? A wooden target or something, or a shield?
Oh, I'll tell you what. How about I throw something and you try and hit it?
I can try it.
Aye, that sounds like fun.
Taking out a normal arrow and I'm putting on, and I'm just.
So he just gets like a round piece of wood, and he's like, right, you ready? 1,
Yeah,
2,
I'm ready.
3, and throws it up in the air.
And I shoot.
Shoot it. So give me an attack roll, but +1 it.
+1, okay. So normal. So.
And then we'll add 1 onto it. Okay.
What's it? 9.
Yeah, that's fine. So it goes funk and chunks into this thing, and it falls down the floor. And he's like, aye, that'll do it. That looks pretty good. How does it feel?
It's very light. Yeah, I imagine that's because it's a bit bigger than me. It would be a bit heavier, but it's neatly crafted. The ornaments are really cool.
I think the guy said it was maybe like elven or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Ooh, okay.
But
how much do I owe you for this nice bow?
I mean, I broke your other one, so I feel rather guilty about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you also spent some coin. I will not take it for free. I will pay for it.
I'll tell you what. How about when you do the really not illegal thing you are doing, and
you mean? Oh, okay, yeah.
Aye, that thing. How about once you do that, you bring me some of that back, and we'll call it even.
Okay, let's shake on it.
Right, so
I just give him my tiny hand.
Yeah, and it's like you're like that in the middle of this Goliath's hand. Right.
Yeah.
Okay then, that sounds like a deal then.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you, and I'm sorry about your other bow. Do you want to keep it or?
No. Maybe you can do something nice out of it. Maybe a nice weapon shaft or something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe I'll try and repair it, I suppose.
Thanks very much.
Oh no, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I will send you, Senor,
Thank you.
a description of new bow. So paste, dink. There you go.
Thank you.
I've sent it to you on Discord.
Ooh.
So you now have yourself a magic bow. Would you like to tell chat what
Thank
you've
you,
got?
Scotty. Scotty gave me the glimmering moon bow.
Glimmering
silver and-
moonbow.
The silver and black bow is engraved with the faces of the moon. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. When you hit with a ranged attack rolling using this magic bow, the target takes an extra 1d6 radiant damage. If you load no ammunition in the weapon, it produces its own, automatically creating 1 piece of magic ammunition when you make a ranged attack with it. Nice!
So all your
Ammunition-
arrows automatically, if you use this bow, become magic.
Oh, nice! Ammunition created by the bow vanishes the instant after it hits or misses a target. While wielding this magic bow, you can use a bonus action to enter a semi-incorporeal state until the start of your next turn. While semi-incorporeal, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing. Oh, wow! Thank you very much! This is awesome!
It's almost as if the radiant damage was maybe meant for this campaign.
Yes! Thank you!
You're very welcome. So yeah, Hugh, I basically made a couple of secret rolls for to see what he would find at the auction, and there was a couple of different options that he would potentially find, and he landed on number whatever that one was, and that's what he ended up with.
Thank you! That's cool. That's very cool.
Very, very welcome. Okay, we will get visceral and then. Oh, it's me. So, this is your little private interaction. So, Martin goes and disappears for maybe like a wee like half hour or something like that, and comes out and he's all like excited and talks about like a new bow that he's got, and then he disappears and heads off to practice. He says he just wants to really get, you know, in tune with this new bow. And Obadiah says he's going to disappear and do a couple of things as well. So you kind of like hang around for a little while and then think to yourself, right, I better kind of like head over to where Grimlord is. And you head to the threshold of the dark alley, and sure enough, the black candles are back up and running again. So you cross over and the colour drains from you and you go that kind of like insipid grey kind of colour. You get up to the front and the usual two orcs are standing there and they're like, oh, aye, Dragonborn, good to see you. Yeah, oh, you're here by yourself.
Ah, yes, Mr. Grimlord's requested my company.
Oh, right, okay, it must be something important if you're just by yourself, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe he just wants some baking tips, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
see.
maybe. I don't think I've ever seen him bake. Anyway, hand over your weapons. You know the rules. You know the drill.
Yes, yeah. So just my mace? That's
Yeah,
what
just
I've got on me.
whatever you've
That's a
got on you.
weapon?
Yeah.
Right, so I'll just place that down against the wall there.
Yeah. So they take your weapons off you and just put them in the wee kind of like it's like a wee outhouse thing that they just keep everything in. And they right, okay, on you go then. And they open up the door, and this place is jumping once again. So it seems as if now that the candles and the kind of like more shrouded, kind of shadowy appearance, this place is back up and running. A lot of people are now back. You see the Dwagar and a couple of customers kicking about.
Cool. I'll go to the bar or speak to the barman, the Dwagar.
All right, laddie. You wanting a wee drink or something?
No, I'm okay, thanks. Just saying hello.
All right, okay.
I'm just here to see Mr. Grimlord. Is he currently having a meeting with anybody?
I don't know actually. I seen someone go up a while ago, but I think they're maybe away. So he should be free. Is he wanting to see you, aye?
Okay. Yeah, he's sent me a letter. He wants to see me.
Oh, right, okay.
So, we'll see. Yeah. So, that's fine. It was good to see you. I'll just.
Aye, good to see you too. Hope everything's alright.
Yeah, very well, thanks. It's an interesting. I think that the next week is going to be very interesting. for London. Well, it's good to speak to you. I'll say a goodbye and undercommon. And
It says goodbye and undercommon back.
I'll head towards fuck.
Yeah, so the usual arms out, search now, and give you a pat down, and then let you up. Oh God, cat! Let you up the stairs. So you go in, and Seraph's sitting at his desk. He's the usual, books, paperwork, everything out in front of him, and he sees you come in. He's like, there you are, Seraphon. I see you got my letter, all right?
Yes, I did. Yes, thank you for contacting me. Thanks for letting me know. I'm here. You asked me to come alone.
Yes, I did.
Do you need help with anything? What's happening? You said you were sending some people up to Pig's Hollow today.
Yes, I have sent a few of my workers up there, and they are going to just clear out the rest of the mess that is there. I do not know if there is anything that is worth getting, but we shall see.
We shall see. I wish them the best. They're a tough group to fight. The Black Knife. They're nearly at my end. But yes, hopefully they do well. They can clear out that nest of rats.
Rats? Is that what you call us then? So a voice comes from the back of the room, and standing with his arms folded up against the back wall, just out of shot as you open the door, is Drax Blackheart, the drow and the leader of the Black Knife Brotherhood. That's no very nice, is it, Snaky Boy? Did you hear what he called me there? And Grimlord's like, Drax, do not antagonize him, please. You know the rules. Aye, I know the rules. I'm just here to talk, that's all.
Yes, well, it certainly fits Drax.
It's nice to see you again. Made a right good mess of my hideout.
We did, yes. Yeah. It's what we were asked to do. Unfortunately, we couldn't get you all. You seemed to, escape the trap.
It's actually us that set a trap for you, but stubborn dragonborn, would they come inside?
No. I prefer to fight in the light. Rather than crawling out of a window and escaping into the evening, huh?
Fighting the light, you're the one that calls me a coward. Interesting.
Well, you're the ones hiding in the dark. You're the one crawling out of a window, huh?
Aye, well, one of your pals shot me in the feckin' ankle as I crawled out that window.
Well, I'm glad you could live back here to see Mr. Grimlord. What brings us together?
Well, you've left me in a rather sticky situation, I suppose is the best way to put it. You've cleared out my hideout and killed a load of my men. So, I think the way that people would mostly describe that is, you fucked me.
Yes? Yeah? Good?
I'll tell you what though, I think we're even Stevens now, you and I. I might have killed some of your family and taken something that belongs to you, but you've returned a favour. You've killed quite a few of my family, and I nipped back a couple of days ago and I see one of my swords is missing.
Sword, yes. I seem to recall we picked one of those up.
That's theft, you know.
That's rich coming from you.
Boys got to make a living.
Well, look. You've got my book. You've got my recipe book. I need that back.
Alright. Here you go. And he pulls out a bag that he had hid behind his back and slams it down the table in front of you. And he's like, have it.
Okay. Does this seem like an honest... Well, you know what? Actually, I'm in Seraphon's home. Seraph's home, sorry.
Yeah, Grimlord, yeah.
I'm gonna look to Grimlord and just look at him and catch his eye and just, is this a serious offer? Like that kind of body language, just like raise of an eyebrow, just be like,
yeah. So he kind of looks at you and he looks at Drax and he's like, Drax knows the rules when he is here. He knows that he cannot mess with any of my clients. I believe that what you are looking for is in front of you. What, you think I'm trying to pull the wool out of your eyes? I wouldn't do that.
You know, for someone who sits in the shadows and literally pulls all over the eyes to kill people, I would, yes. I do believe you would try to pull the wool over my eyes, if I'm being honest. But that looks like... Is it my... Just look at the book. Does it look like my...
Yeah, so you open up the sack that it's in. Sure enough, it is your family recipe book. It's a little bit scuffed, but you've always known it to be scuffed. And he's like, see, just like I told you, no harm done.
So that's my family. Why?
Like I said,
What made you take this?
boys got to make a living. We came up for the Underdark with absolutely nothing. And nobody would give us anything, so we decided to take stuff for ourselves.
In Undercommon, I will say, so you despicable cowards kill my family and destroy their lives for a book.
Done a lot worse with other families for less.
Deserve nothing, and less than that, to be honest. I wish, and I hope, to meet you again, you know? To snuff your group out. But I'll take this book.
Fine. Suppose we'll see then, won't we? Nice seeing you again, Dragonborn. Mind and tell him, Grimlord, about our deal. And as he's walking out, he kind of like gives your chair like a little shoulder barge as he walks out. And Seraph kind of sits back, now having felt the tension in the room leave. And he's like, I'm sorry to ambush you like this, Seraphon. But I thought that it was best that you had this word privately with Drax. He came to me, and as you know, him and I do not see eye to eye. But what he offered me was too good to pass up. And in return, all I asked was he return your book, which he has.
Well, Mr. Grimlock, I'm eternally grateful to you. Honestly. I'm a stranger to you, and you've helped me. as to the degrees that I can and the best that I can. I'm happy to work for you, do any jobs for you, bring bread to you, break bread with you. As long as I'm not involved with him ever again.
I don't think
we're
we
very-
shall see him for quite some time.
He better hope he doesn't see me. That's all I'm saying. And I'm very glad that this meeting took place here. I don't know what would have happened if I'd met him in the streets, honestly. So, but thank you. What's the deal? You struck.
Oh, give me persuasion. See if he'll tell you.
Let's see. Let's persuade.
Persuasion. Oh, a 3. So it kind of like gives you a look of you know better than to ask, you know.
All right. Just thought I'd ask.
But let me just say that your and your friends' work in this town has not gone unnoticed. So when the opportunity to get your book back presented itself, I took it because I feel as if I perhaps owed you and your friends a debt. You think he's maybe talking about Ophelia?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad for it, and we saw some. Just I'm glad to meet your acquaintance and to have worked for you. If I can, I don't know if you have any intel or know anything about this. You're aware, obviously, of all the silver being collected by the mayor, and it's being kept somewhere in the bank. Have you or any intel on the bank? What happens in there? What happens in the silver?
Does he know? Let's make a roll for him. I know that the bank is heavily guarded, and that it is a place where many people keep their money and heritage. But I'm afraid I do not know about money coming and going.
Okay, I understand. It's yes, strange old place, London recently. So
With
Mr.
him
Grimlord, if there's-
running the snake pit, he probably keeps a lot of money like in house, the same kind of way
Mm.
that the Madam of the Red Dragon keeps a lot of money in house as
Yeah.
well. They don't trust the bank.
It's true form. Okay. Well, that's it's kind. So, well, Mr. Grimlord, if our business is concluded, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is it means so much to me to get this family heirloom back. It's not just generations of my family and our baking knowledge and our history. It's our connection to Fornax, our goddess. So, in Fornax and mine and Twilight's embrace, I thank you And I hope this book can guide us,
There's only one
and you and I,
problem.
together,
I only have one egg.
through this period of time in London's very dim, dark light that's happening at the moment. And we hope to help banish this darkness at the moment that's plaguing this city. And I thank you. So I'll get up to stand, and I'll leave, and just thank him again. Turn around and be like, "Thank you." So
So he actually stands up and gives you a very polite bow as you leave. So there's a kind of like mutual respect there between the two of yous. But yeah, you head back down the stairs. Pug and Buck let you out. You then go and collect your weapons from the two orcs at the front, and Martin and Obadiah are nowhere to be seen, so you head back to the Screaming Mackerel, and you find Martin kind of doing like target practice outside. He's just kind of like shooting arrows with this bow that he has, and you head inside, and it's pretty late at this point, so you reckon Obadiah's probably went to bed.
yeah, probably. Yeah, well, he's of advanced years, so that's fine. I will. Yeah, if it's late, I'll head up to bed.
Okie dokies.
Yes.
Yous come out of the Selena sisters, and Martin is like, "Oh, I forgot something," and like kind of runs off in the direction of the shops. Seraphon decides that he's gonna go and kind of like do a couple of things here and there, and then says he's gonna go meet Grimlord, so he heads off as well. And you wait around for a few hours at the Mackerel. What's his face? Ambrose comes over and kind of gives you, your meals and stuff like that, and the two of you chat for a little bit. But Obadiah, you're an old man, and you're itching to get to your bed. It's past your bedtime, young man.
Yep. It is. It's sleepy time. We had a long day, talked a lot.
Dad, yeah.
I need to rest up and get ready for the days to come, the travel. Mm-hmm.
So Ambrose kind of like says to you, do you want anything before you go to bed? And then just kind of...
Absolutely. And thanks for breaking the rules for us. We're trying to save the city, and we will definitely thank you in our victory speech.
I know what you lads are like, and you're always coming in whatever time, and I keep stuff back for you at this point, I know.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll give him like... Hold on. I'll give him some extra gold. I'll give him like 5 extra gold, just as a thanks.
Excellent. So he's like, "Oh, shit, didn't have to do that, lad. I appreciate it."
Yeah, just consider it your adventurer, I don't know, fund to help us out.
Because you're keeping adventurers here.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gives you your kind of like your evening meal, takes the gold off you, and wishes you a good night.
Okay, good night. Are Martin and Seraphon back yet?
Martin's still outside. Seraphon doesn't seem to be like anywhere near at but it's not like locking up time yet, so it's not like midnight.
Okay, I would like to prank Martin.
Okay, how would you like to prank Martin?
Hold on. Trying to think. It just came to me.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have any extra mackerel?
Sure, why not?
I'm just gonna hide it just like under his bed.
Oh my god, now is this raw or cooked mackerel?
I would like to do raw.
Okay.
If possible.
I'd say give me a sleight of hand, see how well you hide this under his bed. That's so funny. 5. There's a couple of maybe like fish scales that have like flaked off and you don't see them. You're just like, yeah, that'll do, and then walk out. Oh, it's
You know
so
what?
funny.
Since I'm on a streak, I'll do the same to Visceral too, to Seraphon.
Slight a hand then. Oh my god, it's so funny.
17.
Oh, okay, so you managed to hide these really, really well underneath the bed. Oh my god, that's so funny, holy moly. We could. There we go. Okay, so you place the mackerel in the bed, and then do you head up to your own bed?
Yeah, well, I'll go back to sleepies.
Okay, so you head into bed, and you're getting yourself settled, and you've got kind of pretty used to this bed being, the little bit smaller and stuff like that at this point. It was a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning, but now having spent so much time sleeping in this, smaller bed, you're okay now. You've kind of found a more comfortable position, I suppose, and you're drifting off to sleep. And you're having dreams about your encounter with Reginald, this woman, and Soraya. And you're kind of replaying and reliving the moments in your head of Soraya not recognising you, Reginald saying he doesn't know who you are, and this woman being quite kind of like cold and kind of standoffish with you. And as you're having this dream, you hear a kind of like a kind of soft tapping coming from somewhere.
In the dream or IRL?
So I'd say you're kind of like half in, half out at this point, and you manage to kind of like suss that sounds as if it's not within the dream.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll shake myself awake and I don't know, do I have a window in my room?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do. You've got like a pane glass. So
I'll mosey on over there and take a look out it.
So you draw the curtains back, and it's the kind of like the pitter patter of the rain that's hitting off the window pane that's making this noise by the looks of it.
Oh, just that damn London rain. It never stops raining out here, I swear. Okay. I'll get cozy back in and go to sleep.
So you can like start to get back in bed again, and you hear that same kind of like tap 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 tap, and you hear like a kind of like a muffled voice behind the glass. It's like, I'm good.
What the fuck? That sounds. No, it can't be. Okay, now I'm up.
So as you get up and turn round to face the window, you see Soraya outside your window tapping on the window, and she's absolutely drenched, and she's like kind of like looking at you, and when she sees you, she's like, Granddaddy, and she's like just tapping.
What? Wait, what story am I on?
Maybe it's a two-story building, and you've got like a wee balcony on the outside.
Okay. I open up the window.
And she's like, oh, Granddaddy, and throws herself at you.
Oh, Soraya, what? How'd you? What?
And she is
you?
absolutely soaking when you give her a cuddle.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Soraya.
Granddaddy, I didn't recognize you before.
What? Oh, you're wet, child. Let's get you dried off. What's going on?
So you like grab like a couple of the sheets and kind of like wrap it around her like a wee mummy, and she's just standing there, just like smiling at you.
How'd you know where to find me? What's going on? How do you know it's me right now?
What do you mean? How do I know it's you? You said your name was Obadiah.
Yeah, it's your grandpa. You remember me?
Yeah, Grandpa Obadiah.
Well, I found you. I came all the way across the ocean to see you again and to take you back home.
To find me?
Yeah.
Oh, I must be a very special little girl.
You are. I mean, we're the only family we have left outside of your daddy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, Granddaddy! And she kind of like reaches towards you, to your jacket, towards the wee pin. Oh, that's a pretty pin you got there. What does that mean?
Oh,
V.
is it the Van Helsing pen she's
Yeah.
looking at?
She's like, V.
Van Helsing.
Ah, Van Helsing, is it? Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
3.
You are frozen in place. You can still talk, but your limbs, your bones, your muscle go rigid, rock hard. And you hear this unusual voice coming from Soraya, and she's like, I thought that's what it was. Thank you for letting me know. Why don't you have a little seat, dear? And you feel compelled to sit.
Okay, yeah, I sit.
Good boy. Where is... Oh, there's a chair. And Soraya turns around, snaps her fingers, and this chair, like, comes over to her, and she, like, sits down, crosses her legs, and she's like, I'm sorry, is this distracting you?
What have you done? Where is she?
Who? Oh, your granddaughter. I'll tell you what, this is a little bit awkward talking like this. How about I strip off? So she she kind of like snaps her fingers, and this kind of like purpley pinky foam or kind of like smoke appears, and sitting in the chair across from you, I popped her picture on OBS, is a woman that you recognize as the woman that was with Soraya and Reginald in the night market. And she's like, oh, God, that's better.
Listen, I just came here for my granddaughter. That's all I care about in this whole world. Please, just let me have her back, please. She's the only family I got left.
Oh, I know, Obadiah, what you're here for and who you are. You've showed your hand to the enemy, my dear. Thank you, you've made it exceedingly easy for us. VDT, I did think that was Van Helsing.
Yeah, listen, what do you want? Why'd you come here? I can't move.
Oh, it's alright. I mean, I could break your back if that makes things easier for you. But I think you're alright where you are.
Okay, just say what you gotta say then. Why'd you need to come here?
Persuasion.
Oh, okay.
Give a persuasion check.
I'm not that persuasive. Oh, not 20.
Apparently you are.
So
Why did we come here? Well, darling, we were actually forced to come here. I really didn't want to come back here, but, oh, he hasn't told you, has he?
No, I don't know anything.
I tell you what, next time you see that Van Helsing, why don't you ask him what happened in Paris? Ask him what he did to my family.
Okay. What does that have to do with my baby girl, Soraya?
Not much, to be honest. I just needed some protection, I suppose. And Reginald is such a darling. Literally will do anything for, well, and she kind of like gestures to herself.
I could see how Reginald would be charmed by you, but you don't hold the faintest candle to my Abigail, my own daughter.
I'm sure. So I'll tell you what, Obadiah. Let us be friendly, shall we?
I just give her a glare.
Oh, come now. You have something I want, and I have something you want. So how about you scratch my back, and I'll rake my claws down yours.
Okay, what's your offer?
Oh, goody. Glad you're coming around, darling. So, like I said, I'm not too keen on Van Helsing. And I noticed that the girl escaped from the ship. That was very unfortunate. We were hoping to keep her there. You're doing, I suppose?
Wait, what girl escaped the ship? For Zach, for me's sake.
Ophelia left the ship, like, mentally.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we freed that poor girl from whatever spell you had her under.
Quite inconvenient that was. We were hoping to, well, you know. But, she probably knows the ins and outs of the ship now, unfortunately. And I'd imagine you would be thinking about attacking the ship now?
Well, what would give you that idea? You just have a bunch of innocent children and nobles on board.
Make another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, no.
I think
15.
it's wisdom. Let me just double check. It is... Just reading this. Yeah, it's wisdom. Okay, that's fine. 15. You feel this, like, scratching at the front of your brain as you feel her kind of, like, pull bits of information from you. And she's like, I see. You were planning on attacking this ship. Goody. That actually works pretty well for me, then. So, like I said, you have something I want, and I have something you want. So why don't we work together? When you come to attack our ship, you bring Van Helsing with you, and then you leave. I take Van Helsing out of the picture, and then I give you Soraya right back. How does that sound, Obadiah?
Okay, what of Reginald?
He can do whatever he likes. We'll be done with him soon enough.
Why you keep talking about we? You're not alone, are you?
Make a persuasion check.
Shit. 10.
10. Oh, you are clever, aren't you? Did you really think I'd come all the bloody way here by myself on that big bloody ship?
I don't know how your kind works, but
That's obvious.
You don't have.
As she looks at you pure like that on the bed.
Listen, you're hurting people's lives out here. The London folk, some of them are assholes, but they don't like the darkness and the children. Why are you taking the children? They've done nothing.
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Tell me, Obadiah, what do you think we're doing with the children? I'm very interested.
I hope you're not feeding on them, but that's my worst.
You think we're feeding on? Oh my! You really don't know a lot about us, do you? Oh, simple creature. And she wipes away a tear, and when it comes out, it's blood just dripping down her face, and she like flicks it at you. Oh, so amusing. So you are. I'm glad we had this little chat.
What? Okay. I'm guessing, I can't convince you to leave, London, huh? Kind of.
Maybe if you asked really, really, really nicely. Maybe on your knees, and you feel compelled to get up and get on your knees, and you're like that in front of her.
Okay, I'll say, please just leave London alone. Just give me back my Soraya, please. Please, I beg of you.
Oh, that was pathetic. I'm afraid not. You can't convince me.
Oh my god.
Well, Obadiah, it was an absolute pleasure speaking with you. Anything else you want to talk about before I flutter off?
No. Van Helsing you'll see him aboard.
Good. I hope our agreement goes well.
I'll do anything to get my granddaughter back. Please just don't hurt her. That's all I have left in this world.
I wouldn't dream of it. She's quite actually a pleasant child, surprisingly.
Yeah, she is. Could I see her?
Of course. Here you go. And she brings her hand down over her face, and it's Soraya. Granddaddy, did you want to see me, Granddaddy? I really like the lady. She's awfully nice to me, Granddaddy.
Please stop. Please.
All right. No need to cry. Hate it when men do that. Well, it was lovely speaking to you, dear. I'll catch you around. And remember, you bring me Van Helsing, and I'll bring you granddaughter. Boom! And she turns into a cloud of smoke. Bats start swirling round your room and like banging off you, taking wee nicks out your skin, and then the windows fly open and she's gone. Your body loosens, but you feel awful.
Wow.
Obadiah, you fall asleep again. Or do you fall asleep?
I could just kind of sit on the bed, shakily smoke a few cigarettes.
Yeah. After you've had a couple of cigarettes, you eventually, just through sheer exhaustion really and nothing else, manage to fall back asleep again. And the following morning, you all wake up and get yourselves downstairs. And Serfon's bread is ready.
Nom 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 nom.
Tasty. Delicious.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ornax's blessings upon us this morning. You see here? Like placed out my family tome cookbook.
Serfon's in such a good mood. Martin's actually in a really good mood as well.
Yes!
Obadiah, not much so.
Is that it?
I had a little run-in with Drax, the
Drax the Drow.
Drax the Drow, at Mr. Grimwald's office yesterday evening. It was a fiery conversation, but we'll never see him again. And I got my book back.
Drax the Drow is from
Pig's Heart, yeah. The
Black Knife Brotherhood fella.
Yeah, the one who went out the window and got shot in the ankle.
Oh my gosh! So he gave you the book back?
Yeah, he did. I couldn't believe it. Seraph
Nice.
Grimwald. I guess he now holds some kind of power over him. But yeah, I got the book back.
That's
I
cool.
couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier.
Yes.
I've meant so much to me, and I couldn't have done it without you two. I really couldn't have. And yes, I'm glad I have it back, and I have you two, and we'll never hear or see from the Black Knight Brotherhood again.
That's great. That's one thing from the list.
Yeah. A very long list, yes.
Yes.
I don't know how to say this, but so Vampire came to see me last night.
Wait, what?
What?
She blasts in my back windows.
Saw a knock on my window in the middle of the night. Raining.
Was it the same lady from or was it someone different?
It was Soraya, my granddaughter, and
What?
I invited her in to my room.
Oh
And,
God, no!
she changed form, and it was the lady that's holding Soraya and
Oh, Dad!
Reginald
Oh, no.
captive.
Beep!
God, she froze me in place with a look. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I didn't have enough mental fortitude to, and she just toyed with me the whole time.
It must have been such a shock.
Yeah, she offered me a deal. She knows we're gonna attack the ship. She searched my thoughts, and it just came to her. She wants Van Helsing. She said he did something in Paris, and she wants us to deliver Van Helsing to the ship and leave, and I'd get my granddaughter back.
That's.
Should we?
Are you tempted to do that over there?
No, I want to kill her.
I think we should. And
don't-
we can't
Yes.
turn on a friend like Van Helsing.
She's an unnatural creature, undead. She needs to be put back into the dirt, and it really shook me up. She perfectly imitated and you know, I thought it was actually Soraya that came last night, and she recognized me, but it was all a ruse, and I couldn't do anything about it. She made me get on my hands and knees and beg for her to stop the ship, and she just laughed.
But I'm sorry. Vampires seem to be powerful beings. She had a hold on you. This isn't you. You're a fighter. We'll take that ship. We'll destroy them all and free those children and get your granddaughter back.
Yeah.
We will pay for that.
Yeah, she's not working alone. I think she helps make decisions, but she's definitely not alone. There's others like her, or in her call, she kept saying we, you know, we have plans. What do you think we're doing with the children? And I learned nothing else outside of that. She just, yeah, obviously she wouldn't tell me anything. I asked her some questions, but yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. I tried, guys. It's just the way she has words. It's just I couldn't combat against it mentally.
Maybe you can ask Van Helsing if he has any tips how you can block that off.
Yeah. Maybe if they want Van Helsing, we can give them Van Helsing.
Yeah, they were also the
a little
ones
more.
that were holding Ophelia. It was
Oh,
them.
Yeah.
They were doing it on purpose, and they're upset that that you freed her, Martin. So I have no idea what they were doing with her and why they wanted her stuck on the ship, like
I
spiritually.
think, yeah, maybe that she's out of the calculation, so she can't interfere.
Yeah.
Suckers.
Yeah, we have a map of the layout of the ship, and I mean, she knows we have that too. I mean, we don't really have many cards up our sleeve anymore.
Maybe we should.
Okay.
Maybe we should visit this cave before we go into the ship.
Maybe. How'd your day
think
go,
so.
Martin?
My old bow got broken. You know,
Oh.
I thought about increasing the drag force so that I maybe can make a little more damage, because they're wearing very thick armor, and I thought maybe I could do more damage.
You want
So,
something
but-
with more punch? Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I gave it to the blacksmith. You know, the big guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he told me about an auction where he wants to go, and after that he will tinker on my bow. So when I came back some days later, he told me that he broke my bow, but he gave me a new one.
Oh.
And I show the guys this black and silver inlaid longbow.
Oh.
And if you pull the string, it makes some melodies.
And as he
And I
pulls
pull
it,
the
you hear a
string.
kind of like, ah.
Whoa! What the heck?
That's so
That
cool.
is
And this thing is so light.
some bow.
Wow. Can't really use that, in stealthy situations, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Imagine
Oh,
us
and I can-
sneaking in the woods and you just hear a.
Oh, and I can. And when I wield the bow, I can do one cool thing. I show you. And I wield the bow,
Mhm.
and I use the bonus action to become incorporeal.
So he goes
So
like kind
I'm
of
not-
semi-see-through.
Yeah.
Whoa!
What?
Yay!
Holy Martin.
That's so nice. And don't laugh at me, guys. I'm trying to hit myself while I'm wielding this, and it doesn't hurt so much anymore.
That sounds like a mighty. Wait, is it the bow that makes you do that?
Yes, it's the
Whoa.
bow.
Man, that blacksmith did some good charm work on that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he also
that's
asked.
on
if we
talented
can-
Goliath.
But he also asked if we can give him some of the stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
the
We're
stuff.
going
stuff,
to
yes.
acquire
Stuff
Okay,
and the things.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
about to. We love hunting for stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I gave Obadiah the 3 silver arrows.
Oh.
And he
So-
also made this. It's
They
just
are
3 of them.
silver tipped arrows.
Hmm.
Oh, you're giving these to me.
Yes, I have the bow, but you can use this. Yeah, maybe it's
Okay.
here.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'll jot that down. Nice. Look at that. I gotta be honest with you guys. I was gonna try and prank you today, but after last night, it just soured the whole mood. I put fish under your beds. I thought it'd be funny, but I just feel like a jackass, and my spirit's broken now.
Mm.
So actually, Martin, when you came in eventually from playing about with your
Yeah.
bow outside, Daisy was underneath the bed licking her chops.
What the fuck?
She was,
Daisy?
she was like, and she was like licking her chops.
Did you found something, Daisy?
you look under the bed, there's nothing there. But she was definitely
Okay.
she was definitely caught eating something, but you weren't sure what it was. Obadiah's just admitted what it was.
Okay. Oh, that's why she licked her.
There'll be another one for Daisy under Seraphon's bed.
Daisy's
Fantastic.
actually lying stretched out next to you, and as soon as she hears that, she's like, and she like darts up the stairs.
Oh,
Oh,
dearie
that's
me.
sweet.
Yeah.
She comes downstairs, she's got like a fish in her mouth. She's like,
No.
Well, she's gonna have a very glossy, beautiful coat.
All those.
all the
Those
mackerel
fatty
oil, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Daisy's
man.
probably the most well-fed dog in London. Spoiled.
She
Gotta be
deserves
careful.
it.
Deserves it.
Well, we don't want to make her overweight. Then that's just not good. Is she looking okay? Is she a little pudgy, or is she
She's looking a
healthy weight?
teeny tiny bit more chonky, but it's
Okay.
because like Ambrose basically kind of like semi-adopted her as well, and has allowed her to be basically the pub, the dog in the pub
Yeah.
dog,
Aww.
and the clients have got to know her now, and she's a lovely tempered dog. So when Ambrose isn't looking, they'll break the head of the fish
It's
off and
inevitable.
get it there under
Yeah.
the table, and Ambrose like, hey, no giving that dog no more treats.
There's no stopping it.
She's getting fat.
Yeah, it's gonna continue.
Martin's experienced some of her cheese farts at night when people have sneaked her
Oh,
some cheese.
Those are the worst.
Lying there,
I
and the
would wish
dog's like,
they would
"Purr."
I would wish they would stop doing this.
Especially considering the cheese comes out right before bedtime.
Oh no.
Should midnight snack.
It makes me hungry all the time.
Cheese farts?
It's so good.
Oh.
Dang.
Well-
So, are we going off on your your journey, your pilgrimage, Seraphon?
I think so. I think we should get prepared and leave. I think we should, if we can, hire horses, get horses, or at least a horse and cart to get us out there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's already a long way. We don't need to make it longer walking.
Do you think Stinky Pete would loan us his cart and donkey?
Oh, that's a good point actually. So the day after the used guys walking back, Stinky Steve would have came and collected his horse
Sure.
and cart, but he does sell manure in the night market, so he he might be there.
Yeah.
Well, we better. Yeah. Well, we could check on Steve. Like, I know.
Steve.
Now, I'm not. Maybe he'll drive us out. Do you think Steve's up for a road trip? Or-
Wait. Well, speaking of
Maybe
Steve,
because-
did you learn anything about is the Black Knife Brotherhood like disbanded now, or are Pig's Hole like free?
As far as I can tell, the Brotherhood is being destroyed. Seraph sent his men up there to burn out the rest, any remnants of the Black Knight Brotherhood. And
Wow.
as far as I can tell, and glean from the conversation between Seraph and Drax, is that Drax is either working for Grimlord, speculating, or Grimlord has some kind of persuading power over him. So they're destroyed. I believe they're destroyed.
Okay. So I'm guessing Drax is hands off for us as well.
Yeah. Well, look, I said some.
Only
It wasn't
if
a
you
pleasant
were.
conversation.
Yeah, only if you were in the actual place. You weren't allowed to do anything about
Yeah.
it.
If I see him, I will kill him.
Okay.
As long as he's not in
that's
Seraph.
fair. Blood for blood.
I'm a mild man at Dragonborn. But Fornax demands his destruction.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
But,
So what's in the book there?
Well, so page 1, methods. Well, we've got it all. We've got sweetbreads, plain breads, table breads, loaves, scones, nut loaves. We've got everything in here. To be honest, we've got sourdough starters, history, cultivars, contexts. We've got it all.
Wow.
Like, I mean, Certainly, I can. While we're traveling, we can rest, and I can read it to discuss
Okay.
the history of my people.
That is great. I'm very happy for you. I think
Yeah.
if there's any, do you perhaps when this is all over want to start up your own, like a bakery, like what your family did?
I think so. I'll return home, and I'll recommence the community bakery, because it's not just a bakery. It's not a business. It's the heart of the town. We help people. People come, the poor, the wretched, the sick. We feed them. We help them, and the whole. We support everyone. Yes, so we'll go back, and yeah, back to my duties, back to my calling. When this is all over, if I survive. Oh, one more thing, Obadiah. Jax is very upset about that sword that we found.
Oh, well, I'm holding onto it on behalf of you. You technically took it. So that's all. That's all
yes.
on you.
But look, he didn't ask for it back. Yeah, but he might try. That doesn't mean he might try and take it back. But,
okay.
as I
Well,
say,
you can try and take it from me. I can.
it seemed, it seemed important, very important.
Cool. So yeah, you have your breakfast. You fawn over Daisy, and Seraphon shows you the family book. And by the time you've done all that, you're maybe talking. I'd imagine you would have had a lazy morning since you've got a couple of days off at this time. And yeah, it's probably around about 9 in the morning, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So look, I've got my map. This is what I drew. You see?
Oh, there we go.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, in the real world, you saw that. So let's see if we can find Stinky Pete.
Stinky Pete.
Okay.
It was Stinky Steve, by the way, but it's okay.
Oh.
Steve.
Actually, I shouldn't have told you that, and then you just could have went and been like, Stinky Pete, and he'd be like, who? Who?
Roll at disadvantage.
I think Stinky Pete's from Toy Story. That's why.
Yeah,
I keep getting
that's
mixed
it,
up.
that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get yourselves organised, you get yourself together, and head over to the night market, and you know where Stinky Steve normally sets up his manure, and sure enough, he's there with his wee car and a new donkey, since the other one's poor Gary's dead, and he kind of sees you three walking towards him, and he's like,
It's like, Steve, yeah. Hi.
hi.
It's us.
You here for some manure?
No.
No, okay. Are you just you here to see how I'm doing, or?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
And we thought maybe you can take us on a ride.
And he's like taking a sip of his tea, and he's like, like smashing his tea. Take you on a ride? Where?
Yes.
It's just a. Like, this is what it is. I was gonna check out some caves in the mountains.
What?
It's like, look, 4 days there and back.
What, 4 days?
It's gonna be.
You've got to be bloody kidding me.
No.
Mate, I've had to do some amount of work over the last couple of days to make up for shit. Now you want me to...
We would pay you.
How much?
I look at the guys. I don't know.
Like 15 each.
Yeah.
What's that? I'm dyslexic. How much is that?
45 gold total.
Ooh, okay. Persuasion check.
Who?
Who's got the? Who's?
I am not.
I think it's are all the same.
I think yeah.
I mean, you can all make a roll because you're all talking.
Sure, we're all talking him into it. Sure.
Yeah,
7.
Come on.
7. So he's like that to you, Obadiah. Marty's like, ooh. Seraphon, ooh.
Yeah, Seraphon, you must save us. No.
Oh, I mean, 45 for, 4 days, and I mean, are you gonna, like, that doesn't seem enough. I mean, I've never been, like, through the woods. I've never been to the mountains. I'm not really, like, an off-road kind of person, especially, this is like a teeny tiny car. It'd probably fall apart.
You're right. Where do you get your donkeys and your carts and, like, your transportation? Where do you buy that in the city?
Just here in the night market, there's a couple of people that sell stuff.
Okay, we should have went there first. We thought, since we had a past relationship with you, we felt comfortable asking.
Oh, I mean, we did, but then you went and messed things up for us, so I think that past relationship's gone.
Well, technically.
Oh, technically
rumor has
nothing.
Hold on
Technically, we
now.
have fixed that again.
All right, okay. It kind of
Yeah,
looks at you as if I say, aye, right.
Wow. Okay, all right. Thank you. Tell your wife I said hi.
It kind of looks at you and he's like, no, no, I won't. Just stay away from my wife.
We'll trust us. We won't go near her. But just honestly, the Brotherhood has been destroyed. I had a conversation last night. They've disbanded. They've been destroyed as agents of a person who sent us to Pig's Hollow. They went up yesterday. They've been destroyed. You can take that word back. You won't have anybody asking for your pigs anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay then. I'll maybe tell the lads.
Okay.
Don't need to live in fear from then.
Okay.
So Stinky seems unwilling to help.
It's fine. Okay. Can we look for a cart person or something?
Just everyone just do investigation. There will be one round here, so it'll not be a high
Okay.
DC.
I roll a 9.
9.
9.
9. Suddenly the 90 mine, the 90 mine.
90 mine.
The mighty 9 appear. Cool. So 3 and so 14. Yeah, you have a wee roll, a stroll round, and eventually you find 2 separate stalls, and they're kind of like next to each other, so it's like a joint business, and it's horse and cart they're selling.
Nice.
We get a.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this beautiful Mustang.
Actually, Obadiah, some of the horses are pretty nice.
Okay, I'll look to them and be like, these will do. These will absolutely do. I would be happy to have these on, back home on the homestead.
Now, the thing
Let's
is,
get
the carts that they sell here are kind of for city and country use, not so much for cross-country use.
Yeah.
Finding something like that in London would be pretty difficult.
But maybe we can buy the cart, and
Maybe let's take horses.
Yeah, and we could exchange the wheels, maybe to something more sturdy for the rocks, or the rocky terrain.
Or we could just get a horse or donkey each and ride that.
Yeah.
All that, yeah. We could,
That would
could
also work.
do that.
I mean, Obadiah, you've done cross-country on horse in the mountains, in Appalachia, so...
Yeah, that's fine. It's better not to wheel it. That makes us more of a vulnerability to it. We can do a quick getaway with just our trusted steeds.
Can I ride? Can I ride at the back of one of you?
Aww.
We just need 2 horses, and
Yeah,
yeah,
you can sit in front of me if you
We're
want.
going to save some money.
Yeah, absolutely. You can sit in front of me, or you can swap. Yeah,
Yeah, we could take turns.
we can take turns.
So, thanks.
Okay.
Okay. So how much? We're heading in. How much to buy 2 horses, Mr. Hostelia?
So the guy kind of like looks at you and he's like, "Oh, that'll be 20 gold and 20 gold."
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that seems a fair price. Are these horses? Yeah, they look like good horses.
Yeah, they look
So 20 golds?
well looked after, well fed. Got a nice coat on them. They don't look malnourished or anything.
Okay.
Okay, nice, good. Okay, let's get saddled up.
Who's knocking off their gold?
Obadiah's so stingy.
Come on, bro.
Not willing to pay for the mahjong house, and now it's like, oh, who's paying for the horses?
Bro, he's a classic boomer. Okay. He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
try and-
Scrimp and scrape the money.
Obadiah left his wallet in the hotel.
Well, shit. Okay.
Left it in the hotel again.
It's in my other horse. Yeah, it's in my other horse.
Okay. Fine. I'll pay for a horse. Okay. But I get to name it.
Oh yeah, if you can name it whatever you want.
Okay.
Use an expired coupon. I have one coupon.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Let's ride.
So what
Wait,
is?
actually, before we go,
Yeah,
should
yeah.
we stop off? I am, after all this, Stinky Steve business and the horse business, I kind of want, I'm craving a little bit of soup.
Ooh.
Ooh,
And
we didn't have a soup in years.
no, not
Years.
Who is it? It's not Alfred, is it? It's
Andrew.
Andrew, the soup guy.
Andrew. We needed to get some soup from Andrew before we head
soup,
out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
That's a bit
head.
of soup from Andrew.
You now
yeah.
have 2 nice shiny horses, and you can and head over to Andrew the soup guy. And by this time, it's probably like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and he's set up his stall, so it's like lunchtime. And he's like, oh, what some nice horses you've got there. Hello.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi. How can I help?
How's things treating you?
I mean, same shit, different day. My wife's still not back yet. It's breaking me fucking heart. Oh. And he, like, a singular tear rolls down his cheek and into the soup.
Oh. Well, I hope she comes back soon, Andrew.
Obadiah, why are you laughing at my misery? You heartless fiend.
I'm so sorry. We just came for some soup, Andrew. What's on the menu today? What you got? What do we got to choose from?
Oh, I've got French onion today.
Ooh.
Wow.
There's some cheese in there, I think. And I've got the usual chicken and some stew as well.
Okay. I'll take some of that French onion, then that sounds good.
Okay,
French onion.
just a couple of copper then.
Okay.
So yeah, he ladles out a couple for you and hands them over. And it's okay. It's mildly oniony.
We got to get your passion for soup back, Andrew. We're gonna work on that when we return. Okay.
Yeah, my passion's all burnt out since my wife left me. Boo-boo. The flames are gone.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
They're
hear
there.
that.
They're there.
The flames of
Andrew.
passion are gone.
Well, yeah, maybe- London is a big town. Maybe you're going to find someone else. Maybe it's a good thing she left you. You are now open to a new relationship. That
Yeah. Andrew, you'll find some. There's plenty
Yeah.
more croutons in the soup. You know?
Oh my god.
maybe you someone who appreciates you more instead of leaving you.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Oh. So yeah, you managed to get some soup off Andrew.
Yeah.
Just a question, guys. What is everyone's passive perception?
13.
13.
Passive perception.
Passive, yeah, down the bottom left. So now we kind of like circular thing.
Yeah, it'll be below your.
13. Oh, sorry, yeah, 13. 13. Yeah.
Okay,
13.
that's fine.
Is
Okay.
it though, DM?
Yeah, I just needed to know for reasons.
Things where you are going, we're going to be, where you don't trust the DM, and she asking you about your passive perception.
Yeah.
Reasons.
Okay.
Okay, well, we didn't know that, so let's get on our horses and keep going.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen.
Yay. What
Let's
map are
go.
we using to get there, Seraphon? You drew one yourself, or you found?
Yeah,
one?
I copied the map from the library. So,
Okay.
I think, well, Obadiah, you're probably the best outdoors person.
I'm a little bit
Or
older.
Martin.
Martin's a little bit
I'm a
better
little
than
bit
me.
older.
Yeah, Martin's a little bit better at tracking and survival than I'm decent. I'm well above average, but Martin should he should take point. He's a young buck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, well, sure, Martin. Well, it's it's just it's to these directions on the map here. I'm sure we can find a road that goes that way close enough.
2 seconds, guys. I've left something next door. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Yeah, so I've got the map here. It's to the northeast. I'm sure there should be a road heading out that way. I'm sure there's settlements that direction. And
Okay.
yeah,
So 2 days there, 2 days back. Yeah.
2 there, 2 back.
Okay.
It should be 2 days there.
Okay.
I hope we don't have to fight against the dragon.
Yeah.
No, we won't have to. I'm sure we
Well,
won't.
you don't know
I
that,
hope so.
Seraphon. I mean, maybe you're being summoned to be challenged or something.
Maybe, but
But-
I don't think so.
Okay.
But we'll see when we get there. We'll see what there is to see.
Okay.
But from my dreams, I think, and the stories, I think we'll get some kind of help. I think from Selene,
Okay.
whether that's aid of the dragon herself or some item. I'm certain that we will.
Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited! I love this story. So maybe
Oh,
we're going to
good,
find
good.
some gold or a big dragon skeleton or something. I don't know.
Maybe there'll be something. Like in my dreams, there is certainly lots of treasure.
Oh.
Nice.
So,
Oh, guys,
Well,
maybe we don't have to rob the. Oh,
Oh, if
I'm
there's some
looking
silver
around.
out there.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would save a step.
yes,
we're
don't mind
finding
us, the
good-
DM's not here. But it's okay, the DM's not here, she can't listen. So, I'm just gonna hit
The DM has wireless headphones.
Oh no!
Okay, sorry, I just had
I
to
mean-
grab something.
None of that.
So yeah, you
yeah.
have your soup, you get your horses, and you kind of like plan your journey. And Seraphon, you kind of like, you think you'll maybe be able to travel about a day on the main road, and then after that you'll have to cut off into wilderness. And then you'll have like another day kind of like to get into the wilderness, and then the next 2 days sorry, it's 2 days there and 2 days back, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, scrap that.
yes.
So 1 day on the main road, and then 1 day to get through the wilderness to get to the mountains and to the cave, and then whatever happens there, and then your 2 days travel back.
Yep, sounds good. So, at least we have the mountains as a landmark. And traveling, I think we should be good getting there. getting back, and what we find is what we find. So it's,
Well, actually, I just thought of something, DM. I don't know if this will help. Being a battle master, I got a let me double check this. Being a battle master, I got to choose like a skill set.
Yeah.
And after I drew that shitty map, Obadiah got inspired to do cartography.
Okay.
Nice.
As his
Nice.
like his battle master skill of choice. Hold on, I'm gonna see if there's anything that could be useful with Seraphon's map with that. You guys can keep talking though.
So I can't mind. Martin, what's your favourite terrain again?
Forest.
Oh, so that means when you guys get into the forest, your travel in the forest is cut in half, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're not slowed by any difficult terrain.
Yeah, and we can't become lost except by magical means.
Yep. And when you're doing perception checks, you double your proficiency bonus, right?
Yes.
I love rangers.
Intelligence
it's
or
all coming
wisdom,
together.
when I do intelligence or wisdom checks related to my favorite terrain, then the proficiency bonus is doubled. Yes.
See, rangers, so underrated. I love a ranger.
They're great.
Yeah.
You should always have a ranger in your party for sure.
Yeah, I have like honestly, my DM JT said to me, "I love your character, but also hate her," and I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because part of Icewind Dale is the hard terrain and the hard traveling over the tundra," and he's like, "What did you pick as your favorite terrain?" I was like, "Tundra," and he's like,
Nice.
"So we
That's
can't
good.
like we'd
good.
normally have to fight off yetis and ice bears or whatever else," and he's just like, "Right, Eileen, give me a whatever," and I'm like, 35. He's like, 35. 35.
And also, like,
the highest I've ever rolled.
When you forage, or when you're looking for food, you
Twice,
find twice as much as food as you normally would find. And in Icewind Dale,
Food's
that's
so
gold,
scarce, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's amazing
gold.
because we can literally just walk off into the tundra, and I'm just like, we're fine. We're fine. But DM's like, I want to throw yetis at you.
I'm home. Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Sorry, Obadiah, if you're like, oh.
No.
That's
That's more useful than what I can do right now. So I can look at maps and try and find civilization. So
Maps.
That's
Hard terrain, huh? Right, so what's the plan then?
Well, I think
so. Martin's got the map.
Martin should definitely take point and lead us.
Yes.
Okay.
Martin's on my horse sitting in front of me.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so yeah, then I'll be right behind you guys, and I can focus more on just keeping an eye out for any more stupid werewolves.
Stupid werewolves.
Stupid werewolves, and yeah, things like
Stupid.
that.
Actually,
Nice.
as you are getting yourselves organised and ready to leave, do note it's a full moon tonight. Or today, I should say.
Jesus Christ.
It's that time of month.
Oh, no.
Or time of week, I suppose, here.
Yeah.
Guys, maybe we should take a small detour and just collect some nightshade? Just to be on the safe side?
Oh, well, you could forage for it easily. Yeah, it's a common weed, you know.
Just to be on the safe side, if any one of us get looking at those two guys bitten again.
Again?
What? What do you...
I've only been bitten twice, okay, and only one of those times did it get super bad pussy infected, okay.
It's pretty bad.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, well,
you're right.
we'll keep our eyes peeled for it. Martin, you've got the good eyes for that.
Okay. Hey ho, Silver! Right on!
Literally
What
silver.
a strange saying. Yeah.
So what way are you leaving London? Are you going to go out through the main bit? Are you going to go kind of like round and out into the woods? But I suppose you're going north Never reached Shredded Werewolf. Northwest, so probably out the front and
Yeah.
along the main
Yeah.
road would be the
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially if it's
shortest
a
kind
full
of-
moon,
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
just more direct
Mm.
route will be good.
Okay, so luckily, since you're traveling on the main road, there won't be too much that you have to kind of like look out for perception-wise. But if you want to do that, give me perception. So hold on, I need to write out journey. So we have main road for a day. For 1 day. And we'll do perception. We'll just do maybe like 2. So 2 rounds. And then forest. Which will only take you half a day now because of Martin. Same again. 2. And then you've got the forest on the way back, which is another half day. And then you've got the main road, which will be...
It's like a whole day saved. That's so good.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have to pee very quickly.
Yeah,
One
on you go.
second. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
It depends how long it
Martin's
takes
going to
you. It depends how long you take in the cave. But you can either, you know, in or out, or you could spend like, you know, however many hours I suppose you want in there. So
Right. We don't know what we'll find.
'cause-
exactly. So hold on. Who's at the front? Who's at the back?
Martin and Seraphon's horsey will be up front, and
Yeah.
then I will take the rear.
Okay, so Seraphon, you'll be driving, so we won't have you do checks because you'll be concentrating on the horse. But we'll get either you or well, we will get one for you, one for Martin. But if you want to do either survival or perception,
Okay. They're both the same, so
decisions.
survival. Damn it! 10.
10. Tito shouting at me?
A 10.
Doesn't sound like he's shouting on me. Okay. Cool, a 10, and we'll wait for Martine to come back.
Just taking a pee.
What have you named your horse?
I'm going to name my horse. I met this one Mexican feller that was
Ooh.
doing trade. So, and he told me the name for a horse is caballo in Espanol. So,
How'd you spell that?
it's Caballo.
L-L-O?
Yeah, but you could pronounce it caballo.
Caballo. Okay.
Caballo. It's just horse,
Welcome back.
but in Spanish.
Right, so, Senor, we will either have perception or survival check from you, please. For the first...
Perception?
Yeah.
If this would be okay? Yeah?
No, yeah, go for it.
No, no, perception.
See? Ooh, 21. Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes!
Excellente. So yeah, the first part of your journey is pretty quiet. You're traveling along the road and you see like a couple of other horses, a couple other carts pass you by. People either going into London for trade or coming home from somewhere. And the first part of your journey goes pretty smoothly, I'd say.
Okay.
On to round 2. So same again from the two of yous. Either survival or perception.
Survival.
Go with
Outro base.
perception.
A little bit worse. 9. I'm getting tired.
Opie's getting tired.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Okay.
No,
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry.
So, the threes are travelling along, and by this point, by the time you'd like seen Stinky Steve and all that kind of stuff, you're out of the city. We're probably talking about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. And it's pretty dark. It's, you know, the darkness from London, you were kind of like leaving that. And as you were travelling out of town, you could kind of see the light in the distance. But as the times went on, it's like kind of progressively start to get darker. So you're now moving from darkness into darkness. And you've been travelling for a good number of hours at this point. And like you say, Obadiah, you're just starting to get a little bit tired. Martin, you're not so used to riding on a horse either. The kind of sensation of being on a horse with someone else is a bit weird. So you start to get tired and a little bit distracted as well. And as you're traveling out, a carriage draws up alongside you, and the curtains open up, and there's a woman inside, and she says, "Leaving so soon, Obadiah?" And a
Nargel.
man or something that you didn't see squat down on top of the carriage, leaps over you and your horses, and thud lands in the middle of the road. And another one opens up the carriage door, and it is a black obsidian armored person and jumps to the back of you. And this lady goes, "I don't think so, love." And I'd like to roll for initiative, please.
Oh!
As you are ambushed.